Hey, beautiful people. I am Shemeka Wright, and this is Balanced Life. I want to talk about balanced life and what it is that I mean when I'm saying to balance life. Some people get that a little bit confused because when they hear the word balance, they're thinking that I mean everything needs to receive its same amount of time. That is not what I am saying. Life is made of moments, and of those moments, we have to find balance. So, we're not looking at life as the overall, everyone gets the same percentage of time. We are looking at taking those moments and finding balance in them. But we'll get into that a little bit later. First, we have our candle of the week. So the candle of the week is the Soft Girl Era candle, and this candle has notes of amber, amyris, benzoin, citrus, dark musk, ginger, honeysuckle, jasmine, lemon, plum, powder, violet, and wood notes. Talk about the nice balance of soft and sensual. Okay, that's what we are talking about today. The balance of soft and sensual in every moment. Okay, let's get into this topic of balanced life and what Shemeka means when she says we are balancing life in these moments. When we are looking to balance life, if you think about life, you are absolutely going to be overwhelmed because we are all doing 50 things every day, 24/7. Balanced life with Shemeka is all about moments. So if we break down life just in living in the moments that we are in the now, control the things that you can, let go of the things that you can't, even though the laundry list is rolling out the door. What's going on now? What's going on in this moment? Where can you feel at ease? There is absolutely no such thing as every single component in your life receiving the same amount of time. If you are a person who goes after their career, there are different things that you are not going to balance per se. Your connections can dwindle because you're busy. Your time is short. You might have to rearrange a lot of schedules, just to name a few. But in the moment of what it is that you're dealing with, what is the balance that you can find now? So let me tell you about what's been going on. Since January 1st kicked in, my acting career has picked back up. This is following us coming off COVID and then rolling into the strikes. Well, as the industry was getting up to par with what the new business was going to look like, the whole trend was in the biz, just stay alive till 2025. And that has been working for me. So 2025, it kicks in. Mind you, yes, I am a mom. Yes, I do have a full-time job. Yes, I do have a candle business. Yes, I do have a relationship. I got things going on, okay? Yes, I do have friends. Yes, I do have family. The list is happening, okay? So it's how is it that for the time that I am managing in those moments, how can I give my undivided attention to those moments and balance that time? Is this starting to come together for you? Okay, so as my acting business has been, thriving for 2025, audition after audition, shout out to my son who is my reader, like he holds me down. As they have been coming back to back within these 2 months, I have booked a job each month. Okay, let the church say amen. There have been things that have had to take a backseat. I'm very thankful that for BU Candles, I do have a virtual assistant who, before we even got to this point, she was managing the store online, and she has continued to make that happen. She also manages my balanced life side of the industry. So my episodes would be every Thursday. Because of what it is that I've had going on with my acting career, I have fallen short on me being able to make sure that I get those episodes done every weekend, because I am either doing some kind of audition, learning some kind of script. In addition to that, I did take on an incubator program to direct for a company called Real Art. So on Wednesdays, I direct other actors in their scenes for their reels in hopes of helping them to get jobs as well. I am writing a 5-part miniseries, which I am on episode 2, and that will be a series. Things are happening, right? My son has started back on track. Okay. His first meet was last Saturday. So he's no longer catching the bus home, because that would normally be his ride and I wouldn't have to worry about that. Now he's needing me to make sure that I pick him up or we coordinate a ride for him if I'm not available. There's no way any of that can be balanced. The relationships that I have, the phone calls have gotten a lot shorter. The text messages have not been as long. They're coming in as more, check in. Are you okay? Just making sure things are all right. Everything cannot be balanced at the same time. Everything is taking its priority in its order. With that being said, each moment that I have, in those moments, I ask, what is the priority? Coming from the era of customer service, like when customer service call centers, well before the work from home life, like call center life, that really was how I kicked my door in with corporate America. Everyone that would come through and say, this is urgent, this is a priority, now, I need it now. I had adopted this philosophy that if everyone is a priority, then no one is. Somebody has to go first. Let that sink in. Something has to have an order. You're going to put effort and time where it belongs in the moment. Everybody cannot be in anxiety-filled escalation all at the same time. There just isn't enough mental capacity in order for you to manage that. So I got into the practice of saying, okay, well, if everyone is a priority, then no one is. And I would assess what it is that I had in front of me and really decide who is really having the hardest pain point. Same thing now applies in my life. I assess everything that's going on and I say, okay, what needs my attention at this moment in this time? How can I balance what it is that I am dealing with and not try to make everything happen all at the same time? I am only one person. I accept that I am only one person. That is the reason why it's important to make sure you are building relationships and tapping into resources that can help you out, because nobody does anything by themselves. So what has taken precedence for me so far in 2025 has been my acting career. Why? Because I went a year and a half barely getting auditions while the industry was trying to get to par. I am hella excited to be auditioning on a regular basis and booking jobs on a regular basis as I am right now, because when I wasn't, I was sad. So my acting career has taken precedence for me right now in 2025 because it's on and popping and it's time to rock and roll. So what takes priority? Learning my lines, learning my scripts, my auditioning. What takes priority? Making sure that I'm learning the scripts for the actors that I am directing so that they can also have their reels and potentially get work. My industry business is what's taking priority. My industry business is what I'm finding balance in that moment. Now, does that mean that everything in my life is not happening? Absolutely not. What I do is prepare. I prepare for the others to help out, okay? So I let my VA know that I'm going to be away. So I started to update her calendar so that it matches my calendar so she knows when I'm available and not, and all of the things that I would need her to take care of while I'm not around. I keep constant communication with my son and I let him know what my schedule is. And then if there is times that I am not able to pick him up, then we coordinate a ride with one of his friends to make sure that he gets home while mama's out doing her thing. We work around it, but it's in the moment. So if you are not making yourself the end all be all of everything, then that's when you can step back and say what takes priority at the time. Because if everybody is important, then no one is. And right now, one of the most important things to me is to make sure that I am getting my auditions out there, getting my name back in circulation, because that did fade away while we were all trying to work through things. I was not getting the calls and the auditions and the considerations like I was before because everyone's trying to figure it out. And I just want them to know, hey, I'm still here. Look, I'm still working. So now, in addition to that, I've gotten a new manager and I'm starting new private coaching, trying to up my ante because, as Tyra used to say, you are now in the running to be an America's Next Top Model. So that's what I'm trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I am trying to make sure that I am positioning myself in a place to elevate. That is my moment. That's where I'm finding the balance, where you make sure that everything externally of the thing that you're focusing on at the time is communication. It's as clear as that. It's communication. If those that are around you, supporting you and loving you, understand where it is that you are, what it is that you are going after, then you have a higher likelihood of getting more support and then not receiving too much friction coming from external resources because they know where you're at. Okay, but it's all about communication. So balanced life with Shemeka is about balancing the moments that you in. I have a hell of a lot of shit going on. I know. Every time that someone has asked me about the things that I'm doing and I like run down that list, they be like, wow, I've never not gotten a wow. How is it that you do it? And I'm like, I don't think about how it is that I do it. I just make sure that I do it. And in the process of making sure that I do it, I just make sure I'm communicating also with everyone that is a part of it. You know, whether you are my support, my family, my friends, everyone. You have to understand where a person is. And so your balance is your moments. Okay. So regardless to what your situation is, whatever it is that you are focusing on at the time, there is going to be space for you just to zone in on what is taking precedence at the time. And sometimes it can be on a day-by-day basis. Okay. It can be today, this is what's taking priority. Today, this is the moment. This is what I'm going to focus on. This is where I'm going to find balance right here in this thing to give me the best steps forward to where it is that I'm going. Okay? So I really wanted to just kind of level off the ground on that, on what it is that I mean by balanced life. Balanced life with Shemeka does not mean I am telling you all the things that you have in your life and you got to try and figure out how to make sure that everybody gets the equal amount of time. Hell no, it's not possible. That's not possible. It is about the moments, making sure that in the moment of the thing that you are doing, you are remaining present and in the now. If you remain in the now, it reduces the stress, it reduces the anxiety of worrying about how it in hell you're going to possibly accomplish all the things you have on that long ass laundry list. Okay? So balance your moments. Stay in your now. When you have something that comes up and you know you have a whole bunch of other things that are on your plate, the first thing you say to yourself, if everybody is a priority, no one is. So let me step back and see what truly needs my attention first and take it from there. Be in that moment. Okay? I hope that this explanation really makes it clear for you what I mean when I say balance life with Shemeka. In that moment, in the now, we do what we can for where we are, and everything else, we just let go. I hope that you enjoyed this message. If you did, of course, hit all the buttons for me. Don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend if you found it helpful. Stay healthy, stay beautiful, stay balanced.